Hello, hello! It's so good to be here live streaming. I'm so grateful to Fairleigh Community Arts for putting this together and to Miranda and Sanite. Thanks so much for having me. It's great to be with you. I'm going to start with a song that is called If I Knew. And for those of you who don't know me, my name's Emma Back, and I'll tell you a little bit more about myself after this first song. If I knew the words, I wouldn't write them down. I wouldn't write them down. I wouldn't write them down for you. If I knew the truth, I would teach it once and praise it twice, then break the rules. For I'm just like a child, grown up into this body now. I'm just a troubled youth, a rebel's fool who wears the devil's crown. If I knew the way, I would show you how. I would show you how. I would show you how today. If I had it right, I would walk my talk with my head held high and my eyes ablaze. But I'm just too lonesome, like the beggar on the road. I'm just too full of fear and confused. transformation for me again. If I had no pain, I would never rise, I would never rise, I would never rise again. If I had no faith, I would never dare, I would never dare to lay my heart bare. If I had all, I would never call, I would never call out for you again. If I knew the way, I would show you how, I would show you how today. Thank you so much. That was If I Knew. And thanks so much for watching. Mike, I don't have glasses on, so let's see here. Cynthia! Oh, good to see you. Miranda. And a lot of other people that I won't actually, I don't think, show me who's watching. But thank you for tuning in. I'm Emma Back, if you don't know me. And I'm so happy to be here with Fairleigh Community Arts, who is doing so much to help us artists out right now in these challenging times. And my intention tonight is just to bring you some music to warm your hearts and have you kind of reflect deeply on where you're at with your personal kind of mindset and emotional experience in this hard time. I know that it can be hard to just kind of be with all of it, right? There's so much happening, and I think personally it's been sort of a journey to learn how to just kind of stay present and stay grounded through all of the kind of changes and all the news and everything like that. So I hope my music can support you in kind of tuning in that way and sort of tapping into a deeper level than all the kind of buzzy, surface, challenging things that are going through our mind and going through our world right now. And by surface, I just mean that they're like high energy and sort of in the forefront of our mind, not to dismiss them in any way, but I think underneath that is some real opportunity for some deep transformation and sort of really tuning into what's actually so for us, and how to kind of work with our own self, our own challenges, our own mind state, our own emotions. So I do feel like there is an opportunity in this challenge to really go there, where it's kind of easier. In the world before, it was easier to maybe avoid going deep into our internal experience. So perhaps this is the opportunity, the silver lining in all of this. The next song I'm going to play is called Strong, and it is a multi-faceted song. It has many, many layers, and every time I introduce it, I kind of say that it's about something else. So I'll let you sort of find, in some ways, your own meaning in it. But I will say that the word dying comes up frequently, and since there is a lot of death happening in the world right now, I want to say that it's not necessarily actual physical death that I'm pointing to. I'm talking about sort of the death of the ego, or the death of the kind of small self. And I'm also kind of pointing to the harm that is caused in our world to people and to our planet through greed. That's a big part of this song. So the dying is kind of that we are
killing our planet, and we are not sort of helping each other by all of the ways that we have greed, or that we sort of ignore different signs for what our earth is asking of us, and now I think what sort of humanity is needing in terms of health and well-being. So I think that's a nice little way to think about the song in these current times. And because it is such a kind of dense song with so many lyrics, I'm actually going to see if I can share the lyrics with you. We're gonna try this. I've never kind of done this before. If I can pull it up on Facebook here and just have you in the comments, you can just go ahead and read some of these lyrics as I play it for you. So let's see if that works. Just give me one sec here to try this. So nice to see so many familiar people, and I'm so sad that I can't be with you in person, but it is great to connect here. Definitely a different experience to be in my living room, because usually I'm in your living rooms or your friends' living rooms. If you don't know, I mostly play house concerts. So it's kind of, it's kind of the same. I get to show you my living room here instead of being in yours. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works. Yep, there we go. There are the lyrics for you to read along with. Okay. And we're gonna switch to the 5-string electric fiddle here. I call it a fiddle because it kind of looks fiddly, but violin, fiddle, all the same. Depends on the style of music. This is more of a violin song. Let's see if I can read these comments. Okay, great. Okay. Oh, and normally, if we're live together, I ask you to help me in this song. So if you feel like doing that in your own space, I unfortunately won't be able to hear you and get the benefit of that. But if you want, you can clap on the chorus. So when I go, people are all dying, you can go clap, clap. You'll see me kind of stomp. Well, you can't totally see my foot. You can kind of sense where that beat might happen. I'll stomp lightly, and then I'll kind of go like this, and you can stop at that point and be part of the song in that way. To a tower you can tear down again. Rock and pillar, bend my bones to a grave you said would save me cold and quiet. Damp with clay dark, the flicker burns my gaze. I left my tongue back behind where trees show signs. The people, they are still dying. Ecstasy, limbs decay them. Upon our joy we lay, build cities bright with feathered gold. Pile, dial, brick, and mold. We go to meet the bright mirage crowd, delicate through painted fog.
we think we'll go on and live forever. Keep ourselves warm with fields of clover while you're dying. This is where I go to hide till I have grown strong inside. When I'm ready to begin, I will let you in. Ooh, 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 ooh. With a glass of joy I cling, faith wrapped in a silken skin. Olive oil and fever red char filled up into my head. Wind so wide it catches cold into the cracks I have been sewn. Unravel me with color and wine, for we've labored long under bone and sky, and now we're dying. This is where I go to hide till I have grown strong inside. When I'm ready to begin, I will let you in. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. Switch back over to the acoustic here. Have to say, it's amazing what we're able to do with technology, and it will never replace seeing you in person. I miss the exchange. I feel like so many of my live shows are about responding to the audience and being in dialogue together, and I really must say I miss that. So in the spirit of that, I'd like to invite you to comment if you feel moved. If you've been to any of my live shows, particularly my house concerts where we do this, we always do an audience talk back, kind of an audience participation, and I throw out a prompt that has to do with the themes of my songs, and then I ask you to kind of do your response, and then we'll read some of the responses in between. Here everyone can see in the chat, so I may or may not read it, but in live shows we read them alive, and sometimes I do an improv off of some of them, and it's usually a theme that carries through the year of my tour. I choose a word every year, and that theme, I write inside of that theme, I write new songs in that word or in that theme, and then we kind of use that theme. So the 2020 theme that I picked out in January, the first week of January, is compassion. And I think it's really interesting I picked this one because there is so much need for compassion in the world right now. And I think that there's need for self-compassion as well as for others. Self-compassion in terms of how we are judging ourselves or how we might be showing up in this time. I've been hearing so many stories from students and from friends and family about just how kind of the heaviness of a self-judgment for not being able to function at a normal level. That we're needing so much rest and so much space, and there's quite a demand on us because we're needing to also show up for other people that are so in need right now. And yet I think it's so important that we just have compassion for ourselves and what we are able to do and what we're not able to do in this moment. And I think if we take excellent care of ourselves, then we will be able to be of more benefit to others. So I invite you to post in the comments something that you're taking on as an act of self-compassion. And then we need so much compassion for people who are suffering right now. So clear, it's so clear the suffering. Sometimes we just know that there's suffering out there, but if we, live a relatively privileged life, we aren't always it doesn't strike us so personally. And so I think in some ways there's almost an opportunity in all of this crises and challenge to just kind of expand our ability to be compassionate because we really can't pretend that we're separate right now. So there's such a need for compassion for people who are ill, for healthcare workers and people on the front lines, for people struggling financially. I'm really thinking a lot about communities that are, more kind of impoverished communities or communities that have, children that don't have access to the technology they need for education right now, and low-income families. And that's just really been on my heart and mind lately, as well as the African American community and all the violence that has been happening, before all of this and still in the moment of all of this. So that's where kind of my compassion is right now. And then I think we also need to have compassion for the people that we are angry at. And I've been very angry lately. I don't like to admit that because I like to think of myself as being above that or something. But I've been really angry the last couple of weeks, and I've been kind of trying to let myself feel that anger because I think it's important to not shut it down, but also to recognize that people cause harm because of their own ignorance and because of their own pain. And I think inside of that, there is a possibility to find some compassion. I don't know that I'm there yet, but I know that there's the possibility. So I invite you to post in the comments if you feel like it, something in the world that you are holding in your heart and mind that you're having compassion for, or maybe something you've been triggered by that you're working with kind of just softening around and not being kind of so tight and stuck around that. So those are the 3 things I'd love for you to post. An act of compassion you're going to practice for yourself, or you are already practicing. Something that you are feeling compassion towards, or someone in the world right now, or a group of people. and then something that you are kind of feeling angry about, or you're struggling to have compassion for, that you're sort of working on softening. I'd love for you to share that. This next song is called Like Glass, and it is a newer song that I wrote right before, literally I think the week before the coronavirus hit the Western world. And I was actually in a songwriting retreat. I was completely offline, and I was meditating and writing songs all day, and I had no idea what was going on in the world. And then I came out of retreat and I went, oh my gosh, I was sort of feeling it in retreat, and I was writing all these kind of intense songs, and then I came out and I went, wow, okay, here we go. So this is, wasn't written during coronavirus, but kind of, in some ways it feels like it's connected in the middle of it, and it has to do a lot with also, I've been writing a lot, I find myself, about our earth and about the harm that we are causing our planet, and how a lot of the challenges today that we humans are experiencing, I think is the earth trying to give us a message. Take from my pocket what you must. Offer me your hand. Break from me what you can. Wisdom, your will, oil and flame coming in for the kill. Plastic and pain, proof of the prophet with no name. Protect the Almighty with your flag and your blood. When the land dies, will you still come?
for comfort and ease. Where will this lead? When will we be free to capture our longing and turn it towards peace? Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Emma Back. I'm so grateful for Fairleigh Community Arts for having me here. I've got a few more songs for you. Let me just see if there's any, let me just check the comments, see if there's anything. Not yet. So if you're watching, there are some prompts that I've thrown out for you to throw into the comments if you feel inspired, or you could just write them in your journal if you don't want to share publicly, that would be fine too. And so I always do this theme every year for my concerts, and this year's theme is compassion. So the prompt is something that you are practicing, an act of compassion you're practicing for yourself right now in these challenging times. And it could be just kind of, you know, letting yourself take a hot bath or have some like extra time out without other people if you are not living alone. Or maybe it's just kind of watching when you judge yourself or something like that. And then something that you're kind of considering and feeling compassion for someone or something in the world right now. And then something that you're kind of practicing to try to be less kind of angry, maybe more compassionate towards something that is triggering for you right now. So those are the prompts. Oh good, we got some people commenting. Hi Brenda, great to have you here. That's great you're able to make it with your meeting and everything. Yeah, feel free to throw in something into the prompt if you want to share. Okay, the next song is Receive. This is about, oh, I could talk about receiving forever. I actually have a course that I teach about receiving. It's called From Closet Singer-Songwriter to Powerful Performer. And it's happening right now. I have this amazing group of women that I work with to kind of help them process what's holding them back from really taking the next step to share their music with the world. And we do this practice called the receiving practice, which is learning to feel comfortable allowing people to witness us in what we're sharing, which I am learning to do online. It's a whole new experience to feel you out there and like allow myself to be seen in this way. It's actually much more difficult for me, a little more stage fright, but I'm getting a little used to it now. So this song, Receiving, I wrote kind of about what this is for me, and it's really about being able to allow in the things that support you. And often we don't allow things in. We kind of think we're not worthy or we don't deserve it. And so we sort of block when people try to express their love to us or help us in some way. So this song, Receive, is about kind of tearing down those walls and allowing people to really witness us and to love us and support us. And we're going to switch back to the electric violin. So just give me a sec. I somehow planned my set tonight to have to switch every single song, but keeps it interesting, I suppose. Keep me on my toes. Literally on my toes with the loop pedal. Oh yeah, if you haven't seen me play before, I'm working this pedal system. So everything is done live, as you can see. Nothing is pre-recorded. It's all with this pedal system, and I wanted to make sure I could somewhat see your comments. So you can't see my feet because I would be too far away. But you'll have to come see me when this is all over, see me live, and be able to watch my feet too. Oh yeah, I should say before I play this song, I should say that I am doing a private Zoom concert on June 5th, and it's going to be this kind of trying to create this sort of intimate house concert feel online, and you can get on my mailing list at emmabackmusic.com to find out about that. I'm also giving away free download of my album Today Only. You can head over to emmabackmusic.bandcamp.com to get that, or if you want the hard copy,
of my CD Little World, you can email me. It's emmabackmusic@gmail.com, and I will just ask you to pay for the shipping, and I'll send you a free copy of this in the mail, because I know we need music, so I'd love to just have you be able to listen to this and hope it can support you in these hard times while you're out at home self-isolating. Okay, receive.
As I with fear, you guard yourself. Do you think maybe it's safe now to reveal your imperfection like a peacock's broken wing? Lend your mind and all its cravings to the tailor as she mends anything. Enough now to be alive? Is it enough now to be alive? If there was blame, you catch yourself. Remorse, it fills your mouth. Take the meal and water, grind it down till it's thin. Feed it white and simple to the river as she winds around your land. show their love, when people show their love, are you ready to receive it? Are you ready to receive? As I went down to mark yourself, chase love and danger out. Thick answers from the grab and grind, with the weight of veiled and line, you will lose your mind. Is it enough now to be alive? Is it enough now to be alive? Is it enough now to be kind? Is it enough now to be kind? To be kind, to be kind, to be kind, to be kind, to be kind. Am I kind? Am I kind? Am I kind? Are you kind? When people show their love, when people show their love, are you ready to receive it? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to receive it? Are you ready to receive?
Thank you. Feeling the love. Lovely to have you all here. I wish I could be with you in person, but you know, from my living room to yours. Hope you are having a cozy Friday evening. We had a huge thunderstorm here in Burlington, Vermont. So it's kind of feeling cozy, and now it's passed, luckily, because it was so loud. You probably would have heard it. Hey, Liz. Hey. Great to see all of you. So yeah, if you want to do these prompts, you can throw into the comments. You can do them in your own personal journal. The theme of tonight is compassion, and the prompt is an act of compassion that you're practicing for yourself right now in these challenging times. Something that you are being compassionate for in the outside world, and then something that's triggering you that you'd like to soften around and maybe try to find more compassion. That could be something in your personal life, it could be something in the political realm, anywhere you're feeling anger, aggression, the kind of opposite of compassion, and where can we kind of soften and open our hearts. I'm totally struggling with this right now, so you know, I'm in it with you, but it's something that I aspire to, let's just say. I have one more song for you this evening, and I'm so grateful again to Fairleigh Community Arts for having me, and to Miranda and Senite for putting this together. They're doing a ton to support artists right now. If you are enjoying this music, I would invite you to do the virtual tip jar. You can do that through Venmo or PayPal. The links are in the comment. And I also have been working on kind of building a community of patrons, people who are interested in supporting my music and helping me to kind of do more recording and releasing of demos, and then eventually when we can get back into the studio to record. So I'm so grateful for the community and for people that have jumped on board already. And I have a goal of kind of getting to $500 a month. If you would like to just contribute only $3 to make that happen. And if enough people do that, I can get to $500 a month, which is kind of the place that would allow me to start being able to release my music into the world, the new music that I'm doing. And what you'll get as a patron is you'll get first access to these demos I'm creating of all these songs, some of which you heard tonight. So you can go to patreon.com/EmmaSong and you'll see Receive is on there, the one that I just played. And you can listen to that even if you're not a patron, but then as a patron you'll also get extra songs and kind of special things that I'm working on, and we get to just kind of be in community and chit chat a little bit more, and I just send out all kinds of little gifts for you because I'm just grateful to have all of you. So just $3 a month if you feel inspired. The link is below. And then I'm also giving away my album Little World for free tonight. You can email me at emmabackmusic@gmail.com if you'd like to get a free copy and just pay for the shipping. I'd love to send this to you so it can benefit you in whatever way it can in this challenging time. Or if you'd like the digital version, you can do that by going to emmabackmusic.bandcamp.com, and those links and all that info is all in the comment below. So my last song is perfect for our topic tonight, compassion. It is all about our heart. It's called My Heart. To break me, can it bear it like this? Spoon and pot, pour milk and broth the day I'm born. With hand and sword I grasp for more until I'm worn. Hypnotized and satisfied, sunrise takes my breath, and when bottled up it's not enough, you empty me again. My heart grows so big, it threatens to break me. Can it bear it like this? Boiled whole, the silver roll acts bright and coy, binding me to all I see, the strife, the joy. Salvation waits behind the wall I built with pen and pigeons' calls, cavernous and breezy. My wants, when will they save me? My heart grows so big, it threatens to break me. Can I bear it like this?
grow fierce and find our time has been spent on wool and wine. When the grieving tears us in two, may courage comfort you. Bring us grace and bring us bread. Banish pride and all she said. I stand as I am, naked and unborn. My heart grows so big, it threatens to break me. Can I bear it like this? My heart grows so big, it threatens to break me. Can I bear it like this?
Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see me again with some different songs and bring your friends, I'm doing a Zoom concert, private, invite only. You can email me, emmabackmusic@gmail.com to get on the list. It's June 5th. And you can also sign my mailing list at emmabackmusic.com, and there's tip jar information below. Please consider becoming a patron if you'd like to receive some of this music, and just thank you for being here. It actually just feels amazing to connect with you, even if we're not in person. I've been really struggling with live streaming because it feels so disconnected, but I'm just feeling you all a lot tonight, and I appreciate it so much that you're here. So yeah, feel free to shoot me an email, say hi, connect on Facebook, DM me, whatever. I just love to connect with you. And thank you so much to Fairleigh Community Arts for having me, and please support what they're doing. They're supporting a lot of artists right now doing these concerts. I think they have one every Friday. And thanks so much to Miranda and Sanite, who are kind of heading that operation and making it happen. And I think Elizabeth as well. There's some other people involved. So thank you to everyone at Fairleigh Community Arts. Have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. Practice compassion for other people as well as for yourself. Find ways that you can kind of ground and give yourself some love as well as love to other people. We really all need each other, and we need to really be in our best state of mind and emotion as we can be, so that we can all kind of move through this in a way that hopefully will bring long-term healing and change that is of benefit. That is my hope anyways. So blessings to all of you, and good night.